celebration of Building Safety Month, Long Beach's Development Services invited city employees and the public to an Emergency Preparedness Resource Fair at the new Lincoln Park. The Resource Fair brought together experts from various city departments to provide information on ways to better be prepared in the event of a disaster or an emergency.
This is a Building and Safety Month throughout California, and in Long Beach we came together today to celebrate Building and Safety Month and talk about the emergency preparedness that this city and different departments that this city have in order to deal with the unknowns and emergencies. We recognize that you can never be 100% ready for emergencies, but by pooling our resources here, or public resources or departments, as well as our equipments, we are demonstrating to public as well as our staff that what they need to see or be prepared for in case of emergencies.
We're really excited to get the information out to the community about things that they can do to prepare not only themselves, but their families, their neighbors, and other city employees in preparation for an event that comes that may not be expected. And so events like this, today specifically, Building Safety Month, we're taking opportunities to go out and encourage the community to do things that minimize the risk, minimize the potential for the impact on their families and their neighbors and the community as a whole.
I'm a part of disaster preparedness and emergency communications, and we have two separate booths here, one for Disaster Prep Bureau and one for emergency communications, which is our 911 call center. So disaster preparedness is pretty much exactly what it sounds like, where we teach the community about preparing for disasters, making sure their homes and families are safe and getting ready for things like that, any disaster that can hit the city of Long Beach. And then we have some of our dispatchers here today to kind of educate the community about calling 911, what sort of questions dispatchers ask when they call, and then offering them the opportunity to do sit-alongs if they're interested as well. I think that you just can never be too ready. So I think that just taking the time to really get yourself acquainted with what you need in your household and with your family, and having that whole month long of reminder of just make sure that you have these items or make sure that you know this knowledge, it just helps people be more prepared for when that does strike.
Our most important message for people here today is how to prepare your water supply for emergencies. So the general rule of thumb is for every one person in the house, you have 1 gallon of water per day for a minimum of 3 days. More if there's anybody in the house who has special health conditions, if the weather is particularly warm, hello Southern California, or if anybody in the house is pregnant. And then also don't forget about your pets. So an extra couple gallons of water per day for them as well.
What a great way to showcase an amazing city that we live, work, and play in. And that's the beauty of Long Beach. And that's why this community is such a great leader in the nation, for that matter, about building community, building resiliency, and being prepared.